parallel universe. Make a quark combination chart that describes what each combination of quarks will produce as a parallel universe when the grouping of quarks has a parallel universe producing transition. Similarly, the chart with electrons and protons. Parallel universe theory suggests you should whiten your teeth. Parallel universe theory suggests that if you aim a beam of parallel universe producing radiation like photons or coherent photons from lasers at the thing nearest your communications point, which could be variously your brain, or possibly if you're having a conversation with a face or throat, then turn on the beam of parallel universe producing radiation when you have something to say which you believe would benefit the trillions of nearly identical universes produced when you turn the parallel universe beam on. So it might be many, many more than trillions. Parallel universe theory suggests that what might be called the lively Cartesian, that is, a person who's able to verify that they actually believe they have being, along with the creation of trillions of parallel universes quite rapidly, suggests the idea that the lively Cartesians would say things which they believe were likely to improve their behavior, benefiting the trillions of identical lively Cartesians produced, as well as doing things that produce improved behavior or improved surroundings. The mathematics of saying things that improve surroundings as well as produce improved surroundings is an opportunity to create things. Noting that the creation of trillions or more parallel universes as a result of atomic phenomena, a person has the option of being near a parallel universe producing phenomena, then speaking or acting purposefully to produce universe variations. Now, there appears to be, depending on the construction as well as meaning of beingness, a opportunity to minimize change or to create the greatest amount of change. And that's, if I were to turn on a radiation beam, such as coherent photons, created massive numbers of parallel universes, there's actually only a certain number of photons that I could create parallel universes and be near. That is, at what's called the light cone of the radiation source. If I were going to say something like, be the feeling you would like to perceive, and I said that near a beam of coherent radiation which permitted me to say that, then the trillions of parallel universes created where that communication occurred would be different than the communication that was absent if the quantity of radiation was so high that I was instantly vaporized. It may be possible to create parallel universes that have a higher similarity to the present universe or a lesser similarity to the present universe using what could be called benevolent blur. That is, when you look at the amount of time it takes for an electron to transition between band gap states, there are particular frequencies of radiation where that transition might be able to occur more rapidly than another electron orbital bandwidth transition. Thus, it may be able to make more rapid parallel universes rather than more gradual ones. And the more gradual ones would have more of a overlap effect of some kind, perhaps, with other things that they're surrounded. Also, the effective radius of an electron is determined by the nearness of matter. At very deep space, I've read that physicists calculated the diameter of an atom to be something like between 1 and 2 meters. The amount of actual chronological time that would occur for an electron to have a transitional occurrence at deep space would perhaps cause certain kinds of parallel universes that would be different from the parallel universes produced when electrons that were part of a dense lattice had atomic transitions. Parallel universe theory strongly supports the idea, as well as the practice, of doing those things which create tremendous benefit to others, which are noticeably of almost minimal effort. Things such as teeth whitening, thinking kind thoughts on the verge of speaking, or even creating a medication that causes people to think kind thoughts and be on the verge of speaking them, all are strongly supported with parallel universe theory. It may be possible to create different geometrical arrangements of parallel universe theory, noting that if you used quantum-length photons and arranged them in what would be a physical geometric pattern, any overlap or absence of overlap, or likelihood of various energies meeting each other, would be associated with the various dimensional distances of the different geometries that were used when creating the parallel universe with the quantum-length photons. Finding a measure of the amount of different quantities of parallel universes created may be associated with the amount of what could be called background universe creation. Right now, I'm absorbing photons from the sun, yet these were created 8 minutes ago, and they are present at a certain radiation density as they appear at my surface. Thus, if I wanted to double the amount of parallel universes created, or multiply it 20 times, perhaps it would make sense to use 20 times as much harmless radiation if I was purposefully saying something that I thought would benefit all of those parallel universes created. Perhaps something similar to be or communicate the thing that you think will be most beneficial to occur.